Hello, Joy family. Welcome to the Joyful House and welcome to my playground. This is the week of September 15th through the 21st. And I hope you're having a great Monday. I hope you're having a fresh start to this week. I am so sorry that this is coming out so much later in the day than I normally do, but oh my gosh, you guys, I've had my hands busy with something, and well, I will be showing you on Wednesday during Crochet Heart Update. So stay tuned and come check me out on Wednesday. All right. Well, I hope you had a great week last week. I hope you found a way to be an amateur at romance. I am so sorry that I did not do some kind of update with Mr. Joyful and I. We did have something planned, but our plans changed, and well, I'm not going to complain. Our son came and spent the entire day and most of the night with us. He didn't leave until like 10:30 that night. And oh my gosh, what a great day we had with Jonathan. Jonathan is the one that came over and spent the entire day with us. And we had just a really, really great time. And then we were going to do something Sunday to do the romance, but I had a friend that really needed me. So I was very attentive to them. And then after that, I was attentive to Mr. Joyful, but it was a little bit too late for us to do something. So we will slide it in somewhere this week as a special on top of however we're chasing our fun this week. So with that being said, let's find out how Annie wants us to chase our fun this week. And if you're new with me, Annie is just the author of the book that we are using. And so if you're ready, let's chase our fun. All right, for Chase the Fun this week, we're going to be amateurs at conversation. So Colossians chapter 4, verse 6 says, "Be gracious in your speech." The goal is to bring out the best in others in a conversation, not put them down and not cut them out. What great advice. Annie says, "I keep thinking of the 3 sentences I wanted to say and how to say them and how I wanted them to be heard. I had made a list of the sentences and the words and all the things that I wanted to say. I never had had a conversation like this before, and I wasn't sure how it would go. New conversations are scary and require more courage than you think you have. It could be a conversation asking your boss for a raise. It could be a conversation with a partner wanting to end the relationship or take the relationship to a new level. It could be a conversation around a table about racial injustice. It could be a parenting moment, a teaching moment, a loving moment, or a medical moment. Every one of those examples and many, many more invite us to be amateurs at conversation. That means releasing yourself from being perfect and professional and allowing yourself to be new and unseasoned in the conversation you need to have. When you find yourself ready to lead a conversation as an amateur, a conversation that you've never had before, I find that a script or a list can be really helpful. It guides you. It doesn't force you to say certain things, but it does relieve the stress and pressure of trying to remember everything you've never said before. Also, tell yourself now so that you can tell yourself then it won't be perfect. You cannot predict how the person on the other side will respond to the things that you say. So after your first few sentences, it becomes a choose your own adventure. Be brave enough for that. Be open to that and be ready for that. Sometimes we aren't the ones who plan the conversation. Sometimes We are invited or forced into it by circumstances or relationships. When you find yourself an amateur on the receiving end of a new conversation, remember to breathe. Remember to think before you speak. Remember to ask for clarity, ask for what you need, and ask for time. Be full of grace with yourself and with the other people in the conversation, and allow yourself to be new in these moments. So, our Chase the Fun challenge for this week is to practice the conversation that you want to have. Let yourself start with, okay, so I'm new to this, but I really want ... So, be an amateur to conversation. Well, I know many of you are still waiting to hear the update of my visit with the heart doctor, or from the heart test, from the heart test. And I promised you that it would happen sometime Friday or over the weekend. Honestly, when I saw what this Chase the Fun was going to be, I decided to go ahead and save it for this week. And so very, very shortly, not long after this goes out, we will have our first share for the week. And I will update you there on what I found out. Plus, even though I didn't know this is what was coming this week, not last week, but the week before when we were on vacation, it's hard to believe that we're already going into the second week after vacation. Wow. Time flies. But there was a moment on our last day there that Todd and I went hiking, and an incident happened, and I was very frustrated with myself. And in that moment, I asked him just to hit record. Wasn't really sure what I was going to say. Wasn't sure what I was going to share. Didn't know what God was going to lay on my heart. But I knew that it was going to be vulnerable and raw. And there's no better way to explain that or express it than the word amateur in conversation. So in that share, I will also be sharing that uploaded video of that crazy moment in the woods. All right. Well, hope you'll come back and see that with me and share that moment. But until our next clip and any other clips this week, be joyful, my friends. Stay crafty in your own way. Chase your fun with some yarn or whatever your favorite project is, and make your own joyful creations. And more than anything, be the joy. Be joyful and be the joy in everything, that you do. Chase your joy. Chase your fun. All right. I love you, nugs and joy, and I'll see you in the next clip. All right.